What if I told you that you are not lazy, that your lack of consistency is not because you are weak, but because you are simply playing the game with the wrong system? The truth is, most people are obsessed with goals, but real success doesn't come from goals. It comes from the systems you follow every single day. Imagine this. In 2003, the British cycling team was considered one of the worst in the world. They hadn't won anything significant for decades until a new coach came in and didn't ask them to win. He asked them to improve by just 1% every day. He didn't change everything overnight. Instead, he focused on tiny details: the seats of the bikes, the way they slept, the pillows they used, even how they washed their hands to avoid illness. Things that seemed insignificant. But they weren't. Within a few years, this team dominated the Olympics and the World Championships. This is not luck. This is the power of small habits, as explained in the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, which reveals that your life today is a direct reflection of your daily habits, not your big ambitions. The problem is not that you don't want success. The problem is that you don't have a system designed to get you there. The first law is, make it obvious. Habits don't start with motivation, they start with cues. Your environment controls your behavior more than you think, so if you want to build a new habit, don't rely on willpower. Design your environment to support you. If you want to read, put the book in front of you, on your pillow, somewhere you can't ignore it. And if you want to reduce phone usage, don't just resist it, make it invisible, put it in another room, because what you don't see, you don't think about. The human brain works in a simple loop. It sees, it remembers, then it acts. That's why successful people don't have superhuman discipline, they have smart environments. Your environment is either pushing you forward or pulling you backward, and most of the time, you don't even notice. The second law is, make it attractive. Your brain doesn't care about what is good for you in the long term, it cares about what feels good right now. That's why most good habits fail. They feel boring, while bad habits are easy and enjoyable. The solution is not forcing yourself, it's rewiring your brain using something called temptation bundling, which means pairing a habit you need to do with something you enjoy. For example, don't watch your favorite show unless you are exercising. Don't drink your coffee unless you are working. This way, the habit becomes something you look forward to instead of something you avoid. You are not changing your behavior through pressure. You are changing it by changing the emotion attached to it. And once the habit becomes attractive, you won't need motivation anymore, because it will pull you in. The third law is, make it easy. One of the biggest lies we tell ourselves is, I'll start strong. But the truth is, habits don't require intensity. They require consistency. That's why James Clear introduces the powerful 2-minute rule, which simply means, when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. If you want to read, read 1 page. If you want to go to the gym, just put on your shoes. The goal is not achievement in the beginning. The goal is repetition. The easier the start, the more likely you are to continue. And the more you continue, the better your results become automatically. Success doesn't come from massive action. It comes from small actions repeated daily, actions that seem insignificant today, but create massive change over time. The fourth law is, make it satisfying. Your brain learns through rewards. If you feel good after doing something, you will repeat it. If you feel nothing, you will stop. That's why you need a simple reward system, and one of the best ways to do that is habit tracking. Every time you complete your habit, mark it, create a visual chain of success. That small sense of progress is what keeps you going. It's not about the mark itself. It's about the streak you build day after day, and there is one powerful rule: never break the chain. If you fail one day, it's okay, but never let it become 2 days, because 2 days turn into 3, and then into a new habit, the habit of quitting. Consistency beats perfection, and habits are not built in a day, they are built when you refuse to stop. Now here is the mind-blowing truth that changes everything. If you get just 1% better every day, by the end of the year, you won't be slightly better. You will be 37 times better. Yes, 37 times. This is the power of compounding, and it works both ways. If your habits get 1% worse every day, you will gradually decline to zero. Small habits are not small, they are your future. Every small decision you make today is a vote for the person